is the second phase for the Chhattisgarh State Assembly elections, too. Very important for the Congress party to retain government ahead of 2024, and very important for the Bharatiya Janata Party to be returning to the government, making inroads into the state again because of 2024 elections. So remember, this is as much for Chhattisgarh, for Madhya Pradesh, but it is also about a countdown to 2024 elections. It will refer to how the parties are seen in these respective states. 70 seats for Chhattisgarh. But how did they vote in the second phase in 2018 assembly elections? Let me take you through the background, and will it be a surprise this time or not? Very interesting, in 2018, very easily, Congress party had managed to win. Take a look at this. It was only 13 for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but a whopping 51 out of 70. So there was not even a very close margin, while other seats went to about 6. It was a clear sweep for the Congress party. But I want to add here, it was very different for the Lok Sabha elections in 2019. BJP got a thumping majority in the Lok Sabha polls for Chhattisgarh. So there is, of course, that differentiation too. Sumi Rajapan, who has been reporting extensively from the state of Chhattisgarh, who knows exactly what's been happening on the ground. Sumi, this is going to be very important. Unlike Madhya Pradesh, where there was a change of government also in 2020, but for Chhattisgarh, it has been a good run for Bhupesh Baghel, but it's also been a very good run earlier for Raman Singh. So it is where BJP is also as confident. But how do you think the Congress will want to ensure they get this government? How are they ensuring there is no anti-incumbency for Bhupesh Baghel? Sumi.
It is certainly safe to say that there is a certain degree of anti-incumbency against the Congress as well, and it is going to be challenging for the Congress party. And will the BJP be able to wrest power this time around? Interesting to be seen. And in fact, for 3 long terms, BJP has been ruling Chhattisgarh. And in fact, back in 2018, there was an anti-incumbency, a very strong anti-incumbency in place against the BJP. And also the farmer schemes that the BJP had promised didn't work for the party at all. And which is why the BJP restricted to meager 15 seats out of 90. But this time around, the situation seems a little different. In fact, Congress has also leave no stone unturned. In fact, on the day of Diwali, they decided to make the last announcement, the last nail in the coffin as the Griha Lakshmi Yojana. They announced that all the married women will be getting 15,000 per year, and that is a major announcement that's coming, last-minute announcement from the Congress, despite announcing the manifesto a week ago. In fact, BJP had announced 12,000, a similar policy, a similar scheme, rather, of the Mahatari Yojana. They named it after the Mahatari Mata of the Chhattisgarh, and in fact, they had promised to give 12,000 to all the married women if they come to power. And a similar concept was introduced by the Congress, and that shows how Congress has been trying its level best to level up.
Sumi, can you also quickly show us around what do the polling station, the area in Durg look around you? Because it is as much often a festive season, and I'll go to Sumi for that as well. But before that, I just want to give a background of what did the vote share look like, so we get an understanding of the situation. Look at this illustration, the graphics that we have prepared for you. 33% while was for the BJP with regard to vote share. It was 42% for the Congress party. So it has been a smooth run for the Congress party in Chhattisgarh, and they have managed to retain the government. But it will clearly not be as easy, remember, when it comes to, at least this time, so close to 2024, to battle. And that will be their real test, a test for Bhupesh Baghel, with recently the Mahadev application controversy that's also erupted. But they, as our reporters have been also stating, despite anti-incumbency, they'll bang on the schemes, on the welfare issues that have been mentioned as well. So I want to quickly go back to Sumi Rajapan for a quick question there. Sumi, it is a tribal belt. BJP wants to ensure they get the tribal vote this time that they could not really manage earlier in 2018, or whether for Madhya Pradesh or for Chhattisgarh. And this time, that will be an important factor. Tell us about that while you show us around the polling station in Durg in Chhattisgarh.
Yes, absolutely. Tribal vote bank, 32% of the population comprised of the tribal vote bank here, 29 scheduled tribe seats. And in fact, in the last polling that happened on the 7th to 11, 12 out of 29 ST seats went for polling, and this time around 17 ST seats will be going for polling. And as you asked, I'm going to show you around. This particular polling station is where Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel is going to come to cast his vote. In fact, he will come with his family post 11, and that's what we are picking up at the moment. But this entire polling station has been deserted so far. There's less of movement as of now. But people had started queuing up. However, after finding out that the voting will begin at 8, they left. A few people, a handful of people. However, we're witnessing the CRPF personnel deployment, quite a stringent deployment here. And remember, 9 polling booths of Bhindra Navagarh in Rajam district has already, these are the areas where the voting has already begun from 7 to 3. And in fact, the other 69 assembly constituencies will be voting between 8 to 5. And these 9
that will be the hope, Sumi. That will be the hope that this will pick up. And in Chhattisgarh, usually people do come early. They did come. They realized 8 a.m. was the polling time. They've gone back, finished other work, and they'll return. So, of course, while we continue to bring you statistics, background of what this interesting election is going to be for Chhattisgarh, which is second phase this time on 70 seats. And I'm talking about important scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. Scheduled caste tribes, scheduled caste constituencies are about 9, while 17 seats for the scheduled tribes. It's a tribal belt. It's going to be very crucial for both parties. Also joining me from Ambikapur is Rahul Gautam in Chhattisgarh today. Rahul, any people around you right now, or they are taking it slow, but it will perhaps likely pick up in the next few hours. But what an important state for the Congress party. The few states that they are governing right now in the country, apart from Rajasthan heading for elections, is also Chhattisgarh. They wouldn't want to miss out on this state.
Absolutely, Pooja. Chhattisgarh is one of the crucial states as far as Congress party is concerned. And right now I'm reporting from Ambikapur. This is one of the modern polling stations that have been made by Election Commission. And we've been informed that around 11 a.m. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, Mr. TS Singh Deo, will be coming in here along with his family to cast his vote. Around 10 a.m. he'll be going to Mahamaya Mandir, which is the family goddess temple. And obviously, certainly he would be needing
Hanuman temple, and thereafter he's going to go to the polling station, which is just about...
Chhattisgarh. Rahul, I'll come to you in just a short while from Chhattisgarh going to Madhya Pradesh. You're looking at Kamal Nath, who's leading the Congress party this time very strong.
Comes to cast his vote over here at Chhindwara. The first thing to do is that he goes to this temple and then offer his prayers, and after offering his prayers, he then goes to the polling station and casts his vote. And this is a ritual that has been happening ever since he has been contesting elections over here in Chhindwara. So as you can see, Mr. Kamal Nath.
So that is Kamal Nath, former Chief Minister of Congress party.